I think one of the most dangerous things that's happening right now is that our children, the next generation, are spending hours, thousands of hours a year, consuming a world without creating anything inside of it. They're watching, they're scrolling, they're reacting, tapping screens, but barely building. I find that to be a large problem. And I started realizing how uncomfortable that was for me, even though it's not excessive like others. I realized that I didn't like what I was seeing. I didn't like what was happening. And that if I didn't intentionally interrupt that pattern, I could see where it could go. Where my kids grow up incredibly entertained, capable of answering all of the pop culture trivia, but completely disconnected from their own ability to create. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you have children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, godchildren, cousins, but that deeply affected me to the point where it scared me. Like, ooh, wrong road, don't want to go down it. Left turn. The future is not going to belong to the people who consume the most. It's going to belong to the people who know how to think in the first place, who know how to think critically, build, communicate, adapt, and create. So I changed the way we do screen time. Instead of just limiting screen times and hearing the endless, but I'm bored, I decided to show them something and reframe their identity, not as consumers, but as creators, as architects, as builders of their own reality. Instilling high agency attributes in them at a young age is going to take them really far. Instilling the growth mindset at a young age so that they can be problem solvers will take them really far. Yes, kids will still be kids. Kids are still allowed to be kids, but that doesn't mean that we aren't developing the future minds of the world. I take that very seriously, and I hold that with so much honor and gratefulness. What happened next after I made this new rule completely shifted them and me, and how I think about my own parenting, how I homeschool, confidence, and even entrepreneurship. And so I essentially use the exact same phrasing I saw another mom use, and she shared her success. She was detoxing her children from their iPad, and when the children complained and said they were bored, instead of saying, "Oh, get the iPad so you can, pacify your boredom," she responded excitedly, like, "Wow, I cannot wait to see what you're going to do with all of this free time now." And of course, her kid was not happy with that, but I used that exact same framing because I saw how that would work. Now, at this point, my children have both published their own children's book, but I'll put it on the screen. All right. And I'm very proud of that hard, tangible asset. So I use that as a reframe to show them what they created from their imagination after being inspired by a peer who did the same. And then they took their own thoughts, their own ideas, put it and wrote it from their mind, wrote it on paper, typed it into a computer to it now being published and in the hands of so many people. And I said, you have this amazing imagination. You were inspired. You took that inspiration to heart, decided to create and write your own book, write your own story, and then took it farther by getting it published. I said, you have the mind of, like, and just really pouring into them. This is what you do when you have free time. You create, you build, you architect exactly what it is you want to. That led them both to immediately coming to the realization that they've always wanted to make a movie. Why? They consume them. They consume TV shows. They consume movies. They wanted to make their own movie. Right after that conversation, they went right into action. They got their storyline together. They got their costumes, their accessories, the scenes. Like, it was amazing to watch. But I watched. I had nothing to do with it. And that bored moment turned into a multi-day project. They went from being bored because screen time was taken away or decreased, immensely decreased, to making a movie with multiple scenes, costume changes, and then taking that into an editing app to edit their own movie, and then inviting the family to come and to watch it. I was so proud and so grateful for that opportunity, because sometimes we have to just take the lead on what's really happening in our lives. Okay. That reframe changed their brain chemistry. Now they want to make more movies. Make more movies. I love it. I love it. I love it. We have to empower our children. We can take that exact same thing and use it in our everyday lives as adults. All right, so before I continue, my name is Spivey J, and on my channel, we talk about mindset mastery so that we can transform our lives, so that we all can get more fulfillment out of this here life. So if that interests you, I would truly appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm currently growing my YouTube channel, and it would just mean the world to me. Just click the button, just click it, just a little bit of click. So back to today's video. All right, so as adults, reframing things that we feel have constraints and roadblocks, reframing how we view them, and still pursuing them, because we have to build something tangible that we can physically see, or like something that gets the results. Think about it. You went to school just to get a flimsy piece of paper to show that you completed this program, you completed this degree, you completed this certificate. It's a reason why that graduation was important, because you worked your behind off for something that was, hard or scarce for a lot. Do the same thing in your real life. Anything that you feel has a constraint around it, try to reframe how you're viewing it. Try to look at it from a different point of view. If it's a financial constraint, if it's a mindset constraint, or if it's just a time constraint, see how you can alter how you look at it, because there's so much magic in the things that are in your mind, but you have to give it time to breathe and come out. So that idea you've been sitting on, that thing you want to accomplish, it deserves to see the light of day. You deserve to see what you can do with what it is. You deserve to see what you can do with that thing. Okay? So that if that means decreasing the time that you spend on online consuming, yes. Trade consuming for creating, even if that means clicking off today's video and going right into the thing that you're curious about accomplishing in your life. I support it. I'm all for it. And I think that the world will be a better place when we do that, because we will be on the path to mastering our mind so that we can transform our life, so that we can get more fulfillment out of this life. And just to clarify, I'm not a parenting expert, but how I'm raising my children, how I teach them at our homeschool, it has so many benefits. And how I took them from their idea to actually publishing their book. It's not just about the book. The book was the vehicle. The book is the vehicle. You can create so many things from that, and we have. And I've seen them flourish in sales, face to face, getting rejection and being okay, convincing people who are going to say no. Like what? Resilience, adaptability, leadership, thinking on their feet. You know, what you call it, conversation skills, communication skills, being able to converse with others, older, younger, doesn't matter. So many benefits when you go on these types of journeys. I'm not just raising consumers, I'm raising creators, high agency creators. And as I'm raising them, guess what? I can't be a hypocrite. So I too have to take my ideas and put them out there despite the constraints, despite the perceived roadblocks, and experiment on them. This is a whole thing. We're all in this. We're all on this journey for the first time together in this lifetime, right? So why not make the best of it? I know I am. I cannot wait to see what you create with your reframed mindset on whatever it is you're after. All right. In the meantime, in between time, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. All right. My name is Spiva J, and I really do hope you have a beautiful day. All right. Peace.
You're beautiful. I hope you know.